And just very finally, what would you say to people who look at the Labour Party and they hear a very anti-conservative message, but they may well ask, what does Labour stand for? What is Labour's story? What's their narrative? What is their sell to voters? What would you say to them?
Well, I think this is our opportunity to lay out that policy platform. And I think that from the start of conference that we've already begun to do that. Our key focus is on jobs, on making that transition to make sure that we are on the side of hard-working Brits. We're going to have sensible, well-costed policies. We are also wanting to make sure that that transition benefits British workers. We want to have more than 400,000 jobs as we make that transition towards a cleaner, greener environment as well as an economy. And what is failing in terms of the current government's approach is they are just relying back on fossil fuels. They are talking about fracking. They're not talking about the future in terms of a progressive way of doing things. They're not talking about insulating homes. Had they actually listened to the Labour Party policy from last year, more than 2 million homes would already have been insulated. So when we're talking about insulation, when we are talking about jobs, we're talking about buying, making and selling more within Britain. And we're talking about having that skills agenda. That's the key, and it's also about helping people navigate their way through this cost of living crisis to make sure that education, good quality education with free school meals as well as those preschool as well as after school clubs, all of those wonderful policies to make sure that we have a caring and compassionate government on the side of British people.